We look forward to welcoming students back to our high schools. We are able to do this by following the guidance outlined by our State Department of Health. As we return to school, we want to remind you that it is going to be different, and we ask for your patience as we adjust to these protocols designed to keep you and our community healthy. Before students return to school, we ask families to review and complete the Family Health Agreement. Do not come to school if you are sick, or if someone in your household is presumed positive or has tested positive for COVID-19. Before leaving for school, make sure to bring a mask with you. Whether arriving by school bus, walking, biking, or by car, all staff, students, families, and visitors must be wearing a mask, even while outside and physically distant. Disposable and reusable masks are available for students who need them. At this time, families and visitors will not be allowed to enter our schools. While arrival and dismissal times have traditionally been used to gather and socialize, we ask that everyone keep moving and remain physically distanced. After entering the school building, students should proceed directly to their advisory class. Upon entering the classroom, students will be directed to wash or sanitize their hands and attest to their own health using our daily digital check-in tool. Classrooms have been reorganized to create additional space, and students will sit in assigned seats. Since lockers will not be available for use at this time, students will need to bring their backpacks, laptops, chargers, and other materials to class with them. Teachers will teach lessons in their classrooms. Some students will be present in person. Others will participate in the lesson via Zoom. There may be some variation. For example, there might be times when the whole class, both in person and remote, may be on Zoom if it makes sense to more easily engage in a class discussion or other activity. And there might be times when the teacher has students working independently in the classroom or at home. There are many different high school classes and subject areas, and what works well for one course might need to look different for another. Teachers will make adjustments as needed for what works best for their lesson and class. Between classes, students should go directly to their next class and not congregate in the hallways or common areas. Floor markings throughout the school will help with physical distancing and traffic flow. We will have staff in the hallways to help remind students to practice distancing and keep moving. Restrooms will have maximum occupancy signs posted on the door to maximize physical distancing requirements. If a student enters the restroom and the maximum occupancy is already met, they will wait distanced in the hallway until someone exits. When given permission to use the restroom, a student will go directly there and return to class immediately after use. Drinking fountains are closed throughout the building. We encourage students to bring a water bottle to school to support their needs. Students may step out of the classroom to take a drink and then return to the classroom. Quick snacks should be managed like a drink of water. Students will have the option to pick up a grab-and-go lunch and breakfast combo at the end of the in-person school day. If a student is remaining at school for afternoon support or activities, lunch may be eaten in designated indoor spaces and using many of the outdoor spaces around your campus. Meal boxes will be provided on Wednesdays at one of our community locations for all students. Hand sanitizing stations, wall mounts, and hand pumps are located throughout the building, and students will be encouraged to frequently wash their hands or use hand sanitizer at various points during the day. Each classroom will be supplied with a bottle or wall-mounted approved sanitizer, as well as cleaning supplies to wipe down surfaces. Teachers and students will establish daily cleaning routines. To meet recommendations from the CDC and Health Department, we have upgraded our air filters to the MERV 13 standard. All buildings have fresh outside air that is filtered, circulated, and refiltered within the building. Classrooms have 5 air exchanges per hour or greater while windows are closed, with such constant air exchange and filtering reducing the likelihood of airborne COVID-19 aerosols. All school buildings are sanitized and disinfected daily by our custodial staff. High-use areas are cleaned multiple times per day. Teachers and staff will be provided with cleaning supplies at each school. We ask that you do not bring in your own cleaning products because mixing cleaning chemicals can be hazardous. If additional supplies are needed, custodians can order them through the school district. If a student begins to feel unwell during the school day, they will be directed to a designated screening room. There, a school nurse or trained staff member will check their temperature and assess their symptoms. Parents or guardians will be notified if their student needs to be picked up from school. The student's workspace will immediately be cleaned. Students who ride the bus to school will wear a mask. When boarding, students will stand 6 feet apart as they wait to enter. All riders will use the hand sanitizer mounted at the front door and then proceed to their assigned seat. When possible, windows and ceiling vents will be opened to increase airflow. When it's time to exit the bus, students will be directed to leave their seats one at a time in order to maintain distance. Thank you for listening and doing your part to help keep our community healthy. We look forward to seeing you soon.